I know most people are probably surprised when we started seeing the reports last week about Kyrie Irving going to Cleveland Cavaliers management and requesting a trade. Um, it it was a surprise. It just kind of came out of nowhere. This is like the NBA offseason that never ends. It's all this hot stove crap. We're more interested in the offseason than the actual season, let's be honest. And when you heard some of the reasons given, it would make sense in theory why Kyrie would be choosing now when he's with a team that's been to three straight NBA finals, has a pretty clear path to making it to a fourth straight one, why he might want out. He doesn't like LeBron James's control over the organization. He's tired of LeBron getting all the credit when the team wins and none of the blame when they lose. And when they do lose, it's all about the lack of help LeBron has, up to and including Kyrie. Kyrie maybe wants to be the guy, kind of whiny baby crybaby bullshit. But sure, there's an element to that. There's egos at play when you talk about these male athletes. He doesn't think the Cavs can beat the Warriors. Why go through all of that just to get beaten again? And again, have to get so much blame, and LeBron gets to skate off scot-free. He realizes that the Cavs organization is bad, and if LeBron leaves, it's going to be even worse. So maybe he doesn't want to be there. The hell with that extra money that come from being able to get the Supermax from Cleveland. So a lot of this makes sense. But I think even though there are elements of truth there, I think a lot of people are getting worked. Because here's what I think the deal is. I think this is all coming down to LeBron and his image. That's what it's all about. LeBron remembers how much he was crucified by leaving Cleveland in 2010 and going to Miami, the decision and all that crap. And more likely than not, LeBron is leaving next year. Is he going to go to the Lakers, the Clippers, any number of possibilities? I think he's out of Cleveland. His number one mission was to bring a championship to Cleveland. He did that. Nothing said he had to play the rest of his prime years of his career there. Nothing said that he had to retire in Cleveland. He accomplished the goal he set out to do. He brought a title to Cleveland for a city that had been waiting for a champion for a long, long time. And I don't think he wants to get crucified for leaving Cleveland a second time and being accused of title hunting and bailing on his hometown team and all of that. So what better way to do that than to change the narrative and cause a distraction? And Kyrie, at the same token, doesn't want to be stuck in a Cleveland situation for 2 more years in this bad organization where he's playing in LeBron's shadow 1 more year, and then after LeBron leaves, he'd still potentially be there for another year on a much worse team. I mean, when you think about it, hear me out. I think there's a lot more to this story, and I think the truth is nowhere close to what you've actually been presented. Now, I do believe that LeBron James leaked the news about the Kyrie Irving trade request. I really do. But I think that was all part of a master plan. Not this frustrated or shocked or disappointed or anything. I think these two are working everybody. That's my opinion. It could be the conspiracy theorist in me. It could be the wrestling fan in me that believes almost everything is a freaking work when you see it. But I think this is one big work. I think LeBron went to Kyrie and told him that he's out after the 2017-2018 season. He told him he's gone. He doesn't know where he's going, but he's not going to stay in Cleveland. He doesn't want to play under Dan Gilbert's organization anymore. He's mad that David Griffin was let go, all of that. He told Kyrie to ask for a trade. He told Kyrie to get out before he left, and the Cavs fell down again because he didn't want to be any part of that. And in this way, Kyrie and LeBron would get to split the heat and kind of dissipate it between themselves to where it's not really going to be much heat at all if it plays out this way. Because people can relate to Kyrie being frustrated by LeBron's control on the organization, the fact that he kind of wants to be the guy that he gets a lot of the blame when the Cavaliers don't win, but he doesn't get much of the credit when they do win. It seems to all go to LeBron. And also, it would allow, more importantly, because it ultimately is about LeBron and his image and learning from the mistakes of the past, people would be able to relate to LeBron going to a better organization because, for Christ's sakes, the Cavaliers just traded away a young max player, a multi-time all-star, an NBA champion, one of the best point guards in the game, and Kyrie Irving. Why the hell would LeBron James want to stay with this organization long-term? I understand why he would want to go play with the Lakers or play here or play there. This would be an entirely different thing than Miami to a certain degree. And I think that's a lot of what it's about. Kyrie would be able to make up the loss of the extra money he would get from being able to sign a supermax with Cleveland by potentially going to a market like New York or somewhere else, being on a better team or being in a bigger media market. He can make that money up in other avenues. And LeBron has the ability to make more money by playing in a bigger market, especially like a Los Angeles, and being able to still be relevant, still be able to be in a potential championship chase type of situation without maybe having to take on as much of the burden, frankly, as he has in Cleveland. And ultimately, when you think about it, it's what it's all about. It's about LeBron, and it's about his image. That's my opinion. Y'all are going to think I'm crazy. Y'all are going to think I'm nuts. But if you think about it, why would Kyrie go to the organization now and request a trade? Especially if he resented the amount of control that LeBron James had over the organization. There's a very good chance LeBron's only going to be there one more year anyways. So why would you care? Why would you want to get out of a situation where if you stayed 2 more years, you could even potentially finagle a sign and trade with somebody else, but still be able to get the supermax money, the really, really big money in a couple of years? Why would he want to get out of that? Why would LeBron be frustrated and disappointed? Why would he leak this out there? Because to me, it was all part of one master plan. Kyrie went and demanded a trade or requested a trade because LeBron told him to. They came up with a plan where it smelled better for both of these guys if he went this way. Because again, if you put some of those narratives out there about Kyrie and why he would request the trade, some people would think it would make sense, then all the while softening the blow for LeBron and what really matters to LeBron, which is his image. And when he leaves next year, people aren't going to blame him because, my God, the Cavaliers traded Kyrie Irving. What dude would want to stay there and finish his career or play the remaining years of his prime of his career there? Like I said, you think I'm nuts, that's fine. I don't give a fuck. But I think Kyrie Irving ultimately requested a trade because LeBron James asked him to. Because LeBron James told him to. Because LeBron James told Kyrie Irving that he is leaving Cleveland after next season, and you don't want to be playing in Dan Gilbert's organization any longer than you have to. It's about softening the blow for both of them. It's about trying to make the breakup not look as bad as it possibly can be. It's about a lot of things. But what I don't think it's about is LeBron's control over the organization. Now, Kyrie might not fully like that, but it is what it is. He might be tired of LeBron getting all the credit and him getting a lot of the blame when the team doesn't play well. But if you think about it, he could go somewhere else and be the guy if he wants to be the guy so bad, and they could be a 7th or 8th seed in the playoffs, and he's really going to get all of the blame. You know, maybe he's frustrated about playing the Warriors 3 straight years in the finals and losing to them twice, but he goes anywhere else, there's certainly no guarantee that he's going to play the Warriors in the Western Conference playoffs, let alone in the NBA Finals. And while the Cavs organization is bad, be careful what you wish for. Kyrie Irving does not have any no-trade language in his contract, meaning if he goes somewhere like the New York Knicks, you went from an organization you thought was bad to, brother, believe me, an organization that is really, truly bad. These are the same dipshits that allowed Phil Jackson to run a draft to run him out a couple of days later because they were frustrated about the fact he was trying to trade away the young franchise player in Kristaps Porzingis after alienating the other big-name franchise highly paid player in Carmelo Anthony. Be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. Yeah, y'all can believe whatever the hell you want, but to me, I smell a fucking rat. This is all about LeBron and his image, and if you think about it, it makes more sense than you probably want to give me credit for.